19-year-old Millie and 20-year-old Ben from Leicester have been love-struck for over 2 years.
I don't know how you do it. How do you do it?
But Ben wasn't an easy target.
We met through a girl that I was best friends with. Ben was going out with her.
Yeah.
Awkward.
I didn't steal him off my best friend. They'd split up, but we kind of stayed in contact from the minute they split up.
And then we met up.
That was that.
And then that was it.
You stole him, basically.
That best mate is no longer a best mate.
Well, at least it worked out for Ben and Millie.
That's enough. I love everything about Ben. He's really understanding, and that's important for me. I need someone that's going to be understanding because I'm quite emotional.
So friendly and so caring. I think I've never met anyone that's more caring than Miller.
So, 6 months ago, Millie moved in with Ben's mum, Julie, his brother Matthew, and the rest of the family, who've officially moved out but still treat the place like home.
I wouldn't class it as a really big family. I've only got 5 children, 8 grandchildren. Or is it 9 grandchildren? How many grandchildren have I got?
Oh.
The house is chaos to live in. Anybody who wants to live there lives there, really.
Including Millie, who's been welcomed into the madhouse.
Careful, they're hot.
I love Ben's mum. We do get on really, really well. A good mother-in-law.
Steady on, you haven't even moved out yet. In Leicester, Ben and Millie are living in more of a creche than a hotel.
Oi.
When mum's not babysitting, it's Ben and Millie's job, which is fine by Millie, who's studying childcare at college.
I'm tired, baby boy. I've loved working with children from a young age and always been brought up around them, so it just comes naturally.
Job early.
Mia, that's enough, darling.
But a chaotic
Move away
house
from me.
isn't ideal for unemployed Ben, who's desperate for a job.
Trying to have a look for jobs this morning, but Kirsty come in, asked me to have him for a minute, so I couldn't. There's been quite a few times when I've sat down on the computer, tried to look for a job, but then the kids are all running around. And it's hard to concentrate when you're trying to fill out all your best qualities and you're screaming at kids, running back and forward.
And squeezing in a bit of alone time is even more difficult.
Me and Ben don't really get that much time to ourselves. To escape the chaos of the house, we can only go to Ben's bedroom.
But even upstairs, the peace is short-lived.
Hi.
Hiya.
Hi, Kate.
The kids come up and they're knocking on the door, trying to pull on the door handle, trying to get it open. Watch it. So you don't get long. We can never sit down and watch a film in peace or anything. There's always kids or brothers and sisters about.
What done to your arm?
Tracy just bit me. Tracy just bite me, she did.
Grace? Did you bite Casey Lee?
Yeah.
I'd like our own personal space. Just to be in our own company, just the two of us.
In Leicester, it's Ben's personality that tends to dominate the house.
I think we need to descale that kettle as well.
I do it every morning. He likes things done a certain way.
I can be a bit of a perfectionist.
And sometimes it can be a little bit annoying. Dinner ain't gonna be long, you know.
Oh, you shouldn't put the... Oh.
You can scrape
shouldn't
it
have
off
put
the top.
Ben's a huge perfectionist. That drives me insane.
Which means it's all too easy for Millie to take a back seat.
I don't really do anything in the house. I can't cook to save my life. I don't think I've ever cooked a meal properly. So yeah, a bit lazy like that.
Millie's had to go to bed. Really? She's tired. She just needs a bit of a kick up the backside sometimes.
She can be a bit lazy.
I need a drink and I'm out, and I'm tired and I'm out, and I'm tired.
I'm definitely the driving force for moving out.
He's the one that wants to do everything for himself, wants to get a job, wants to run a house, wants to pay the bills.
There is quite a bit of pressure. If I don't get a job within the next week, then I don't know what's going to happen.
To make a real go of it, Ben needs to bring in the cash, while Millie wants to face up to domestic life.
I'd like to prove that I'm not as lazy as they think I am.
We all know who's going to be doing everything.
What do you mean we all know who's going to be doing everything? They do think there's a lot of things that I can't do that I'll prove that I can.
That's fighting talk indeed, but how will the reality live up to the dream?
Hello?
Hi.
I can't hear you, keep breaking up.
So, in Leicester, there's Ben the perfectionist, whose girlfriend Millie is also under pressure to show her independence.
I like to prove that I'm not as lazy as they think I am.
How will they cope with life in the real world?
We've decided to have tonight apart.
We're giving both couples the funds they need to live independently for 1 week. It is the exact amount the couple would be living on if they were doing this for real. In Leicester, job hunting Ben and childcare student Millie have no current income.
Can I write? Because I don't know anything about money, so it gives me something to do.
So they're basing their budget on Ben's previous earnings.
How much do you earn a week then?
£108.
So that's got to go on everything.
Put gas and electric on.
I don't know how much that is.
How much is water gonna be?
I haven't got a clue.
Council tax.
Oh, I don't know any of this.
If this is an early chance for Millie to show she can be a responsible, reliable partner, it ain't going well.
Are you just randomly guessing these?
Yeah.
Money's tight. 50 quid for the week's food, leaving £100 for rent.
Think we'll be able to do it?
Yeah, we should be able to do it. It'll be alright.
In Leicester, Ben and Millie are also flat hunting.
Ah, it's nice. It's quite a good size as well.
But this couple are so impressed with their first property.
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah, it is really nice. I can tell by your smile that you like it.
That they decide to take it. Hope the rest of this week's gonna be this easy. In Leicester, it's time to leave Mum's madhouse.
I don't think it seems real yet until we actually get there and unpack.
No, it doesn't.
While perfectionist Ben has his packing perfectly organised,
Look how neat it is.
Millie makes as little effort as possible.
I just took like majority of my wardrobe, scrunched it up and put it in the suitcase. I think I'm just going to leave it scrunched up because I can't be bothered.
They're ready to start their new life, but saying goodbye to Mum isn't easy.
Got all the bags and everything, ain't we? We'll see you when I see you. All right. God.
Although I've had children leave home, he's the last one. And you know, if he bullies you or anything, just give me a ring. I'll miss him, and I'll certainly miss Millie for the laugh. My baby's leaving home.
Moving in Leicester, and Ben and Millie are both putting in the legwork. But lazybones Millie
Oh no, this one's nice.
would much rather have a feel.
Eating. I'm hungry, I'm tired. I wish I was at home. Mum would be making us dinner and changing the bed for us. And we've got to do that.
You need to get used to it.
Yeah, I'm just going to get comfortable here.
Yeah, that's the spirit, Millie. Credit where it's due, Millie is at least attempting dinner. Pasta? Check you out, Heston. Ben has some good news. Tomorrow, he's got a job interview at a local cinema.
Are you nervous or?
No, I'll be alright. I might be when I get there.
It's important now because we're running out of money.
Us staying here depends on that.
To make their dreams of living alone work financially, Ben's interview is crucial.
It's quite nice actually.
So it's a quiet first night in for this pair.
To the first night moving in of one of many.
Morning in Leicester, and Ben and Millie wake up to something they never hear at Mum's. Silence.
Can I have a cup of tea?
Yeah.
Go on then.
Put a kettle on then.
No.
It's great waking up and not having any kids around. We didn't realise how accustomed we'd come to such a mad household when we come here and it's so peaceful. Could you imagine waking up like this at mum's.
We never have, like, tea in bed at your mum's.
No.
Normally joined by the kids.
Yeah, it's been nice having our own flat, innit?
But for Millie, something's missing.
It was really different waking up to complete silence. I definitely miss home more than Ben does, and I miss that, like, busy environment and always having the kids around.
Despite being homesick, Millie's desperate to prove herself as a domestic goddess.
What do you think your mum would say if she could see us cleaning like this?
Just ask us to go and do ours.
Ben,
What?
this doesn't actually get anything off.
Well, you're going to have to wipe it with a cloth then. Just make sure you spray it first and leave it on for a couple of seconds.
As usual, Ben likes things done his way.
I'd use the blue cloth, but it's up to you.
No, because that's really thin.
I have the tendency to take over whatever she's doing. I don't mean to. I mean it in a nice way. I just think she needs help.
What really has annoyed me about Ben is that he hasn't given me much of a chance to prove myself. So I think that's been a bit annoying. Don't push it.
But undeterred, Millie steps it up a gear.
Oh, this is disgusting. Oh, it's really bad. I think I am more capable than he thinks I am, and that he gives me credit for.
But has all that cleaning taken the shine off fending for themselves?
I can't believe this is going to be our life.
What do you mean this is going to be our lives?
Going to work, coming home, cleaning. Getting up, going to work, coming home, cleaning.
Part of life.
That's so boring.
Millie may have proved she can clean, but her next challenge is financial. Whilst Ben's at a job interview, Millie must do the weekly shop. The pressure's on because Mum's coming for dinner later.
Oh my God. Can I go to your interview for you and you cook dinner? I'm not going to cope. I'm going to have a breakdown in the middle of the supermarket.
I'm going to have a breakdown when there's no money left.
It's stressing me out.
It's going to be a big test to see if we can live together, because if we can't control the money, then we're not going to be able to afford the rent, we're not going to be able to afford the bills. Don't spend too much.
I'll try not. I'll see you when you're back. Good luck.
Yeah, I'll see you in a bit.
I wanted this week for Ben to take a back seat and me to try and prove myself, but a little bit nervous that we're not going to have enough money to cover everything to eat for the week. But I have to see how far this stretches.
While Millie tackles domestic life, Ben's sprucing himself up for the interview.
It's crucial that I get this job so that we can keep the flat on. If I don't do well at this interview, I don't know what we'll do. Here goes, wish me luck.
It's not just Ben who's out to impress. Millie's taking on her biggest domestic challenge so far.
Oh my days. Okay, wow, I don't know what to do.
Just buy some food.
Where's Ben when you need him? Oh. We're gonna have pizza, garlic bread, and chips. Or maybe I'll swap chips for wedges because they're a little bit nicer.
It's those little culinary flourishes that bring a meal to life.
Oh no, what we're gonna eat in the week? I haven't even been adding this up. Oh my days.
Oh wow. If Ben could see this, he would not be freaking out at all. Not even in the slightest.
Hi. I've improvised quite well for dinner tonight, so yeah, I don't think we've done too bad. Thank you.
In Leicester, buoyed by his job interview, Ben can't wait to see what Millie has bought from the shops.
Oh. There's not much. Where's the rest of the food?
I've got some dusters.
I can't eat dusters, you know.
Hey, you forget your dusters, Ben, because tonight Millie has planned a frozen food feast.
I'm excited to have Ben's mum and his brother Matt over for dinner. I think it would be nice for it to be our turn for a change. I don't know, how do you know if these are cooked or not?
No, they're not cooked, leave them alone.
How do you know?
They're not brown and goldenish. Yeah.
I think Julia will be quite impressed with dinner itself, so fingers crossed.
And it's the moment of truth, because their guests have arrived.
Can you bring your own plates and knives and forks and cups, because we've not got enough? And I'm certainly looking forward to whatever Millie's cooked. But has Millie cooked it? This is what we want to know.
It can't be a pot noodle because we've brought plates.
Hello.
Yeah. Oh. Hi.
Are you alright?
Yeah, you.
Well, thank you. Hello.
Yeah.
Are you alright?
It's nice.
Like at home, Ben's in charge of quality control.
Ah! I knew it'd be burnt. Told ya. Told you we should have
No,
took
it's
it out.
fine, it's fine. Ben takes over everything that I do. So I'm always stood there looking like I can't do anything because Ben's like, here, I'll do it. Here, let me do it. I'll do it. What if they don't want salt? You've not even asked them.
They have now? Yeah.
So take us through the menu, Ben.
You can either have 3 slices of garlic bread and 1 croquette, or 2 slices of garlic bread and 2 croquettes.
I just want one of each thing then.
Sure.
Thank you, Ben.
Cheers.
That looks lovely.
Bon appetit.
Nice pizza. What is it?
Bro?
Is it pineapple?
No, it's...
Chicken.
Then Ben gets the phone call he's been hoping for.
Hello? Yay. Yes, thank you. Yeah.
He's got the job, but it's just 4 hours a week, which means he'll only earn about 20 quid.
What's it going to cost you in petrol?
Probably
20 quid, 20 pence a week.
It's good news, but to move out for good, Ben will need more work. Life on their own is tough. A bit like dinner.
Bless them. They tried, but I had to have drink juice because it got a bit dry. Yeah.
Kept the jaw muscles active, that's all I
Yeah.
can say.
Yeah, and the saliva glands working.
In Leicester,
Hello, I was just wondering if you've got any job vacancies.
Ben's after extra employment to add to the 4 hours work a week he was offered last night.
Thank you. Thanks. Been looking for a job. Went to a couple of different places, handed some CVs out, see if I can find any more work.
While Ben's trying to pull in some extra cash, Millie's off to spend it. She's been given 50 quid as a housewarming gift.
I'm hoping to prove to him that I am actually responsible and don't just think about myself all the time.
So, what will Ben think of Millie's second shopping trip this week?
I've got some makeup
Okay.
and some nail varnish.
That'll come in handy at home.
I didn't actually just spend all the money on me. I bought you something.
What you got? Oh, thanks, babe.
You like it?
Yeah.
Oh, that'll come in handy around the house.
So how much did you spend? Did you not
You
think
said-
of getting something, like, for the house, food or anything?
No, I just bought something for you and something for me. Is that not okay? Like, I don't get it. I tried to do something nice, but he still wanted me to spend it on food, but whatever.
I think I'd have spent the £50 more practically. Probably bought something that we could have used instead of worn, but that's Miller. Just hope we don't run out of food.
I can't ever do right for doing wrong.
Millie's efforts have failed to impress Ben yet again, and this couple seem to be drifting further apart. In Leicester, things have taken a dramatic turn. After a huge argument about their future, Millie's left the flat to go and stay with her mum.
I know by the way he's spoken to me that he thinks this is it now. We left home and it's final for him and it's not as final for me. So we've decided to have tonight apart. Sorry.
With Millie gone, Ben's taken refuge with his mates down the pub.
I didn't expect her to go home. Because there's just 2 of us, everything's concentrated onto just 2 of us instead of everybody. We can't take frustrations out on anyone else.
Living alone for the first time has affected them both in ways they didn't expect.
It's gone from like a hectic family life to just us 2. More of a family person, so it's a bit of a shock to me to not have anybody around but Ben to talk to.
We didn't even think it'd put any added pressure onto our relationship, but it did. It weren't so much the bills or the budgeting or anything else, it was more a test for our relationship.
Maybe deep down he does appreciate me, but he doesn't show that very well. And it takes a huge argument and a lot of upset for Ben to actually tell me how he feels about me. I think that can be quite disheartening at times.
With their relationship at breaking point, the argument has made them both think about their future.
I think we're both just feeling the stress a little bit of it coming to an end and making the final decision.
In Leicester, Ben's arranged to meet Millie after their night apart.
All right.
Are you all right?
Yeah, you.
Yes, thank you.
I spent the last of my budget.
What on?
Got a surprise for you.
Okay.
Wait there, wait there. Got you some flowers.
Thank you.
Welcome.
They're beautiful.
I just wanted you to know how much I appreciate you. I love you.
I love you. I don't know what to say.
We can live together. It's been good.
It has been nice.
Yeah.
The flowers. Ben thinks they're a little bit of a waste of money, but he knows that I like them. So even though we did spend the last bit of the budget on it, and he could have spent it on something else, no, I'm joking. No, it was a really nice gesture.
Should we go then?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have been forgiven. I think the flowers worked. It's the day before decision day. I'm still holding out hope that we can work it out and keep the flat on. There's just a lot more pressure now.
But has Ben done enough to convince Millie that they're ready to go it alone? It's decision day for Ben and Millie. They've put their argument behind them, but what have they decided about the future?
I think this week has tested our relationship hugely. Having a house with no kids was strange, really strange. I think I missed it a little bit.
I think it was more of a test for Millie than it was for me, but I think she proved herself. I've learnt that probably I shouldn't be as pusher. I shouldn't try and take over things because I know it annoys her.
To me, I have proved myself. I've made myself feel a bit more confident about taking responsibility.
It's been a really positive week for me. I don't know if Millie would say the same. I don't know, I think she'd be happy enough to move out, I hope.
Before they reveal their decision, Julie gets a look at how they've coped without her.
Eggs. Eggs.
She hasn't got a clue, bless her.
You know, I'm kidding, there's not much.
Oh, at least they appreciate me doing the shopping now, I think.
I think we just need a little bit of time apart.
Hold it,
But it's gone
oh my
from
Lord.
like a hectic family life to just us two. Maybe deep down he does appreciate me, but he doesn't show that very well.
Oh, poor Miller.
I think that can be quite disheartening at times.
Oh, God. Bless her. Was he an arsehole? I need a tissue. I want to give her a hug.
So, will they fly the nest or flee back home?
Hi! Hi!
Lisa.
All right.
Yeah, go on now. Got a bow to pick with you.
Why? What have I done?
You're in trouble.
So, how's your week been then?
It's really good, isn't it?
Yeah, it has.
I had a little cry. You?
Who?
You?
Doing what?
You.
What?
Upsetting Millie like that?
God, what have I done?
Dearie me.
We laugh about it now, but it wasn't funny at the time.
Sure.
And you know what Ben's like? He's like,
Yeah, an
"Get out my
arsehole.
face, it's fine.
Yeah.
What, did it seem a bit strange though? A bit quiet?
Yeah.
It was
I think
wonderful.
Ben enjoyed the quiet more than I did. And it's gone from like hectic home
Yeah, 'cause you
to
know,
us
yeah.
two. And there's nobody else to even have a conversation with.
So, the final decision, what is it?
What do you think?
I really don't want to come back home. But
I really do want to come back home. No, I'm not ready to move out yet. Not at all. Like, I'm just not ready to leave home yet.
So does this mean you're coming back but you're not? No. Are you?
I really don't want to come home, but we've got to. We can't afford it. I need to get my job sorted first, and then I'll save up and try again.
I am really glad that you're coming home. I really am. What are you cooking for me when we get back?
Let's go.
What's my first meal?
Let's go.
Love you, son.
Love you too.
Love you, Millie.
Love you.
I'm devastated about moving back in. I think that independence was just what I wanted, and I've wanted it for so long, so yeah, not pleased, but we'll be okay.
For me, it's not the right time yet. It has been a really, really good experience. I wouldn't change it for the world. It's been really good. I think it has made us stronger, and when we do it for real, we'll kind of know what to expect and how to make it work better next time round.
I'm pleased that they're coming home to get themselves sorted, get things sorted out and do it properly. And they know that I'll help them all I can.
This week's given me a lot of motivation to get up and move out and find an actual job that I'm going to enjoy that I can use to move out.